With fans outraged and more, this is Wrestling Rambles. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Before we move on, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Rambles with notifications on, and don't forget to like the video. As Carmelo Hayes mentioned having a party after his victory over Andrade on Smackdown, he made good on that promise as evidenced by these clips. Touching on a possible showdown against Jade, Cargill, Bianca Belair said this during the Fanatics Fest Ring Revolutionaries panel. I know a lot of people, even before she came to WWE, they were like, oh, that's a dream match, Bianca versus Jade. And I'm like, everybody always wants what they can't have, but now it could be a possibility. But not now, not now. When I was presented with the opportunity to tag with her, I'm like, yeah, this would be great, because what's better than one? It's two, and I feel like it hits so much different when we're together. I think that people got a taste of that at the Royal Rumble, where we were across the ring from each other. And we were pressing, and we just represent strong, powerful, confident women, and that's important to the both of us, and everybody saw that moment at the Royal Rumble, and we did that without saying or touching anything, and magic happened. So now that we're on the same side, we're here to take the tag team division by storm. At the Fanatics Fest NYC event, Rey Mysterio revealed his mystery tag team partner for his special entrance.
The highest in the room, my newest tag team partner, Travis.
Going over an AEW name that is nearing his return to action, Ringside News noted that, according to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select, another former world champion is set to return to AEW television, which should excite fans who have missed Jay White. It was not noted exactly when he will be back, but his return is coming soon. The former IWGP Heavyweight Champion Switchblade Jay White has been out of action for over a month due to a foot injury, which led to the Bang Bang Gang vacating the Trios Championship. However, Fightful Select's Sean Ross Sapp reports that White is now healthy, and there are plans for his imminent return to AEW television. Paying tribute to the recently deceased WWE legend Afa Anoa'i of the Wild Samoans, The Rock posted this to Instagram. Rest in love, Uncle Afa. Uncle Afa Anoa'i is finally at peace with his brother, Uncle Sika Anoa'i. The Wild Samoans are trailblazers in professional wrestling, multiple-time WWE Tag Team Champions, and were rightfully inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. The last picture is one of my all-time favorites. It's my uncles, Afa and Sika, with my grandfather, High Chief Peter Maivia, and I believe Professor Tanaka. What I love about this picture is you can see and feel the love and mana among these smiling, loving men. You can also see and feel that this wasn't a table you wanted to mess with. I love you, Uncle, and I'll never forget what you did for our family in '87. Come to me from Nashville to Bethlehem. Give my grandpa and my dad a kiss and a hug from me. Rikishi would also pay tribute to Afa, writing this on X. I really wanted to take my time to try and find the right words to express my feelings regarding the passing of my uncle, and sometimes there are no right words. I choose to remember and reflect on what the world didn't see or have access to. Simple fun times with just my uncle and me, and in those moments of private time, I witnessed a man who loved professional wrestling more than anything and wanted to teach it to anyone willing to do the work. And I mean work. I can't remember the amount of times Uncle Afa would have me build a ring just to tear it down again and then build it again over and over all damn day. And me asking myself, what the hell does this have to do with wrestling? Not knowing he was teaching me the foundation of the business and how to understand it piece by piece and how everything is always connected. You learn more by doing. My Uncle Afa leaves behind a long legacy within the world of professional wrestling. However, what he leaves for me personally is priceless memories and lessons learned that will rest in my heart forever, and I remain grateful. Rest in power, the Wild Samoans, forever. Love and respect. Jey Uso would also pay tribute to Afa following Smackdown.
Bottom of my heart, though, we had some tough losses in my family. Tonight was one of them, you know. This morning I found out, you know, Uncle Afa passed away. But like, being in the center of this ring, though, still brings joy to each one of my family members that you saw perform tonight. Yeah, we needed this tonight. We needed you guys tonight. So, yo, from my family, though, thank you. Thank you all, man. For sure. Damian Priest, thank you, Oos. Yeah. Alex, appreciate you, Oos. Yeah.
At Fanatics Fest, Drew McIntyre would walk out to CM Punk's music.
Almost like I'm telling the truth, and everybody's opening their eyes now. But it can't keep the truth from coming out.
At that same event, Triple H would run into Kevin Durant and give him a Texas Longhorns belt.
Damn, it's nice. I always wanted one of these.
You got your own now.
So, and you got that burnt orange on there too. Second. Appreciate that, brother. Man, it's tough. I'm hanging this up ASAP.
Also, a marriage proposal between fans would take place at the Fanatics event.
I'm going to do it at Fanatics Live, or am I going to do it when Rhea's on?
I feel like it had to do with Rhea being on,
thing.
right? Yeah.
I feel like it was a real thing.
Mommy equals love in the chat. That's right. Yeah, you do.
Wow.
You bring that out of people.
Proposal, man.
Mommy equals love.
Yes.
He went out of his way. He planned that for when you were up here. You know he did.
Love is love, guys.
That's it. That's it.
All right, here they come. We have our couple.
Can we please give it up for the newly engaged couple?
Big yeet.
Oh, my.
It gets slippery up here. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's great.
That is beautiful.
That's big.
Oh, that's amazing. Sorry, and what are your names?
Rachel.
Eon.
That's beautiful.
Eon. It's my father and my mother's name combined.
Awesome. Well, congratulations to you too. Congratulations. Amazing. We're gonna make sure this picture happens right now. There we go. Here we go. Let me get out the way. I'm getting out the way. I'm getting out the way. Wow.
That's cool.
What a day
That's
we've
really
had.
cool. That's really
what
cool.
a day.
Have you ever had a proposal at a signing or anything before?
No, I think this is the first proposal.
I've actually had one.
Really?
Yeah, I was at Access.
Were you involved in the proposal?
It was at my, like, they came up and he goes, just work with me. What? It's cool.
Hugs all around.
Guys, can we give him a round of applause, please?
That's a first. That's a first. Who knows what's gonna happen here?
Anything's possible.
Anything's
guys.
possible, apparently.
There would even be a massive line of fans to see Bayley at the Fanatics Fest.
Thank you so much.
Noting changes that took place for Smackdown dark matches, Ringside News wrote that, according to a report by Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select, significant alterations were made to the originally scheduled dark matches following Friday's Smackdown in Orlando. Initially, 2 post-show dark matches were planned. The first was supposed to feature Sami Zayn against Ludwig Kaiser, followed by a World Heavyweight title match involving Gunther, Jey Uso, and Damian Priest. However, these plans underwent notable changes. With all the advertised performers participated, Santos Escobar was added to the mix. He ended up facing Sami Zayn, with Legado del Fantasma accompanying him. The world title main event was modified to a singles match between Gunther and Jey Uso, which ended in a no contest when Ludwig Kaiser and Damian Priest interfered. This interference led to the match being turned into a tag team bout, with Priest and Uso teaming up to defeat Imperium. When asked about the reason for these changes, Fightful Select was informed that the goal was to ensure the fans left the event satisfied. Addressing the possibility of a rematch with Becky Lynch in the future, Rhea Ripley said this at the Fanatics event in New York City. "I think that there's a possibility whether Becky wants to come back or not. I'm not entirely sure. But if she does return, that door is open and I'm always willing for a challenge." The mayor of Redwood Falls, Minnesota could be seen with Joe Hendry the other day, as August 17th is now officially Joe Hendry Day for the town.
It's great to me, and Thomas told me that he's going to make a declaration,
a proclamation of Joe Hendry Day on today, August 17, 2024 in Redwood Falls, Minnesota.
The mayor's going to make it official. Redwood Falls, August 17th is Joe Hendry Day. Thank you, my friend.
Glad to have you here.
If you ever come to Edinburgh, I will ask the mayor, even though we didn't have a mayor, but we had something. I could ask them to hook you up with a date.
I'd be honored.
All right, thank you, Tom. Appreciate you. Thank you.
In a video posted to X, Cody Rhodes could be seen with Fanatics CEO Michael Rubin, as Rhodes was congratulated for topping WWE merchandise sales.
So you know what I've just been told?
Thank you again.
I owe you a giant thank you. Because you are, without question, the #1 person driving WWE's business. So pretty amazing that you being the #1 person driving WWE's business. But I gotta give some other people a hard time. I gotta give Brock a hard time. Logan a hard time.
Oh, no.
But my new guy. #1.
Wow.
Make it happen.
It's actually official at this point.
I gotta be honest with you. Someone just brought this to me yesterday. I had a quote. You it said number 2 and number 3 suck. It's only about number 1.
Oh, God, I don't know.
No, I had a quote. They said, will you write this on my jersey? And I was actually talking about in the gambling business.
Yeah.
Where DraftKings and FanDuel are currently number 1 and 2. Sure. I'm like, I don't want to be number 3. I want to fucking kill those guys. I want to be number 1. So you know that you're number 1 of all WWE sales? It's pretty cool.
Thank you.
And you know, you got to stay number 1 forever.
That's the best man. Have a nice,
Sticking with Cody Rhodes, he would address the return of Roman Reigns to WWE, saying this at the Fanatics event.
I am happy and glad to share Smackdown, to share Raw, to share every PLE with Roman Reigns. However, this right here belongs to me.
When it comes to a star making her NXT debut down the line, Ringside News wrote that Stephanie Vaquer recently left CMLL and NJPW and quickly signed with WWE, where she has already made her in-ring debut. Fans are waiting for her to make her NXT debut, and the reason behind her delay has been revealed. Stephanie Vaquer officially signed a contract with WWE and was also confirmed she would be making her first WWE appearance in Mexico City and Monterrey on July 13th and 14th. That's what happened, as she made her in-ring debut during that weekend as she squared off against Isla Dawn. Fans have been waiting for her NXT debut and wondering when she would make her debut on the brand. According to PW Insider, it was reported that as soon as Vaquer's visa issue is sorted out, she will make her way to the United States. As soon as Stephanie Vaquer's work visa is worked out, she'll be making her way to the US. Expressing his desire to retire John Cena, Drew McIntyre said this about Cena's last year in pro wrestling that is coming up.
I'll be pushing and I'll be nudging them left and right to make it happen, because the amount of stories I've got about Punk and things that happened when I was younger, I've got tenfold on him. There's never been a one-on-one match. And if I have to drive management crazy, I'll drive them crazy, drive John crazy. I'm going to get that match. And I'll tear them apart on the microphone, which not many people can do, in the ring, and send them packing in a happy retirement, and hopefully Punk along with them.
Responding to being called a cancer after his tumultuous exit from AEW, CM Punk said this at the Fanatics event: "None of that stuff is reality. He's a cancer talk. Oh, and listen, not everybody gets nice me, but I treat you accordingly. If you're a piece of and you act that way to me, I will treat you that way. If you're nice, you're smiling, and you want to have a good time, let's have a good time. I'm all hugs. But no, and it's not like I'm two different people. The ones who spread those lies, the ones who say those things about me, it's because they can't control me. They can't control the things I do and say, and they absolutely hate that. So they try to control the way other people feel or see me, but you're going to have to make your own judgment and draw your own conclusions." Asked about a potential rematch against The Rock at WrestleMania, CM Punk said this at that same event: "Sign me up. They were asking me about Steve Austin over there. WrestleMania's 2 nights. Give me Steve one night, give me Rock on night 2. Let's go." Of course, Punk had said this about facing Steve Austin: "That would be up to Steve. It's not up to me, because I think he had a pretty good return, main evented WrestleMania. At this point, his 6 shooters might be buried in the desert, but if he wants to dig them up, I'm your Huckleberry. It should have happened 10 plus years ago. If he wants to go to sleep, he can call me." Also, at Fanatics Fest, CM Punk would recreate a scene from The Lion King with the child of a fan.
Yes? What are we doing? Holy shit, we're doing this. I do not consent. Well, it's 2024, guys.
That's it. Good job, baby. It's a nice looking baby. You're a man of your word, I'll give you that.
While signing a fan's championship belt, CM Punk was asked to unblock that fan on Instagram.
You could go right here if you want to write it. I mean, whatever one fits. Thank you, Punk. Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
You should unblock me one day.
You shot me for sex.
On Instagram.
What?
Can you unblock me?
Touching on Bryan Danielson's status with AEW, Ringside News noted that Bryan Danielson is set to appear at AEW All In, but interestingly, he is not currently under contract with AEW. During a conversation with Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, Danielson revealed that his AEW contract expired on August 1st, and he has yet to extend it or sign any new agreement with the company. Despite not being officially under contract, Danielson expressed a willingness to continue working with AEW, noting that he always makes time to answer calls from AEW President Tony Khan when they come through. He mentioned that he and Khan will explore options when the time is right, but for now, his priority after concluding his in-ring career is to focus on his neck, which likely involves surgery in the near future. Danielson also emphasized his desire to contribute to AEW in any way he can, as long as the company wants his involvement. He said, "I'm willing to participate," indicating his openness to helping the promotion even without a formal contract in place. When asked if any other wrestling companies had reached out to him since his contract expired, Danielson humorously acknowledged that he hasn't checked his phone much, noting that he has nearly 4,000 unread text messages. He joked that theoretically, there could be inquiries hidden among them. Danielson also touched on his role with AEW's disciplinary committee, describing it as an honor despite it not being a particularly enjoyable task. He appreciates that the committee values his level-headed approach and representation of the wrestler's perspective. When it comes to what is next for Bobby Lashley following his departure from WWE, Wrestle Purists reported that he's going to AEW, will make pit stops in Bloodsport and Japan. On the topic of a possible return to WWE for Lashley, Ringside News wrote that Sean Ross Sapp reported on Fightful Select that Bobby Lashley's WWE contract has officially expired and he has departed the company. Lashley's profile was removed from WWE's official website earlier this week. It was previously reported that his contract was set to expire in August. Sources within WWE have reportedly indicated that the door remains open for possible future appearances. Lashley has garnered interest from top companies both domestically and internationally, as well as within the combat sports world. He has expressed his intention to continue wrestling according to those close to him. Going back to Cody Rhodes, it appears fans were not happy with not being able to see the American Nightmare and get a photo op with him at the Fanatics event. Hear what some said on X. "Screw you, Fanatics. Your Fanatics Fest is an absolute joke. I had my Cody Rhodes photo op at 12, but didn't get the email that it was changed to 10:30 a.m. till 11:27 p.m. Was told to come back at 1:10 and at 2:20 we were told he left and are getting refunds. WTF. Damn, Cody Rhodes left. This sucks. I had my outfit and a gift for Libby. I'm so disappointed. Fanatics Fest. Why? Bro, this is awful. This whole event has been so chaotic when it comes to meet and greets. I just had my birthday gift ripped away. Couldn't meet Cody because these idiots oversold. I'm so upset. WTF. Fanatics Fest had to be the most unorganized thing I've ever been to, and don't blame Epic for it. The organization of the event was literally off the hook, talents not knowing what to do, and plus times being switched, very unprofessional for a first time. My photo op time was changed right after we got let in, and now I don't know if I'll even make it to both. Yo, Cody Rhodes, not sure what happened at Fanatics Fest, but we were heartbroken when we learned we wouldn't be able to see you as we were 4th and 5th left in the lane before they canceled everything after riding on the way from Quebec, Canada. I hope we can see you at WrestleMania at Vegas. Ringside News added that PW said reports that Cody Rhodes and several other WWE stars faced difficulties during the third day of Fanatics Fest on Sunday, August 18th. The event encountered issues with some superstar signing sessions being oversold and running longer than scheduled. As a result, talent including Rhodes had to be pulled from these sessions to fulfill other commitments at the event. These problems were reportedly due to mismanagement on Fanatics Fest's part, not WWE's. Despite the disruptions, some talents returned later to continue signing for fans. Additionally, Cody Rhodes missed a planned appearance at a press conference for the upcoming November fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson on Netflix. According to PW Insider, although Rhodes was supposed to participate and answer a question at the press conference, he never showed up. The report also mentioned that Fanatics CEO Michael Rubin had personally requested Rhodes to appear for the segment, but it ultimately didn't happen. Rhodes had to leave the event early to catch a flight back to Florida for a WWE live event in Fort Myers. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.